Hello, duelist. It is your boy Winster, and I am back at it again with another locals feature match. We got Dogmatika Horus versus Heroes. It is going to be a good one. If you guys are enjoying these local feature matches, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. We are getting close to 5,000 subscribers, and it's thanks to every single one of you guys. I appreciate and super thankful and grateful for the support. Remember, guys, these are people who are playing here. We are learning, we are here to have fun, and it's okay to make mistakes. So please be respectful in the comment section. So our hero player is going to go ahead and start us off, and they are going to activate a hero lives. I am shocked that that did not get Ash, but it is the best when you resolve it, but at a steep price. It's going to go ahead and summon out the Stratos. Stratos is going to go ahead and search, and of course it's going to be hit with a Droll. Now we kind of have to maneuver around to try to set up some sort of board presence even under this Droll, and I do see a mass change in hand. So we're going to at least be able to set a Dark Law at the end, which against this matchup is actually really strong. So we're going to go ahead and activate discard the liquid to place from deck to spell and trap zone. So again, getting around that Droll and Lockbird, and we're going to go ahead and activate this other effect, and then we are going to place another into the spell and trap zone. Yeah, Droll and Nib are probably the biggest threats against the hero strategy. They're just so strong, and the thing is that typically they don't really have a way to play around it. And we're gonna go ahead and get some OTS packs, and the new one at that. If you guys saw my recent short, I actually managed to pull the, I think it's called like Dark Fusion. I don't really know. I'm trying to get rid of the card, so if anyone wants it, let me know. But we're gonna go ahead and read our own cards because that is perfectly fine too. And our opponent's gonna be opening a pack. Let's see what they get. Oh, the Fiendsmith. Okay, that's a good super. Honestly, I really enjoy that reprint. What OTS card are you guys excited for in this new one? But we're gonna go ahead and do a link to, or not. We're gonna go ahead and think it through. It's okay. And we are going to go ahead and get, I don't know this guy's name. I'm going to be honest. I don't know anything regarding Heroes. The last time I played Heroes is like right when I got out of high school, I think. I honestly can't remember. But we're going to go ahead and set one. And then we are going to pass for turn. And I see we draw for turn a Gold Sark, or King Sark, excuse me. And that is not going to be maybe the best card against this specific board, even though it looks very small. That Dark Law is extremely threatening because it's just going to be able to not allow the Horus deck, which works completely in the graveyard, to really be any kind of threat, because anything they do send, gets banished instead. Here, I would definitely would have activated the mass change on activation of the Horus spell. Or the King Sark, excuse me. And then we're gonna go ahead and tribute off our Link monster, so we can go ahead and go into Dark Law. And I do believe the hero player is a little bit of a newer player. So our Horus player is gonna go ahead and be pretty respectful. I think he's overall a pretty chill guy, really respectable. Really good with the plank deck. One of the best. I really appreciate playing games with him. He's super chill. But here we're just gonna try to play around it. Even though Dark Law is a huge factor here, we're still able to like swing over it, especially with like the spell card. But we're gonna go ahead and swing over that. And now we're gonna go ahead and go into main phase 2. Send a, I think that's the ritual Dogmatika monster, right? I always forget the girl's name. It's the smaller girl. I think it's like Quim, but the ritual version of her or something like that. I don't know the lore. I wasn't playing when these cards were at their peak. But this is gonna go ahead and send Dramatif. I think that one's Dramatif. From this angle, they all kind of look the same. And I know last time, guys, that the lighting was atrocious, and I do want to apologize. It's really hard to get the lighting here sometimes. I managed to do my best in this one, but I am going to notice that the furthest left of the screen is just abysmal. Look at this. I know that's a Horus, Imseti, excuse me, but that's like about it. So I do want to apologize. Trust me, I am learning along the way. But we're going to go ahead and summon out the Imseti, and we are going to maybe overlay into something. But no, we're just going to go ahead and pass. I personally would have got into like Photon Hyper Lord, the rank 8 monster, and then have like that monster effect negate. But it'd be like that. So our opponent's going to go ahead and ask, what do these cards do? Surge are super strong, right? Like Imseti and Happy. I think the stronger of the two, honestly. Happy gives you the draw, and then Imseti could like, I think he has like protection from targeting, or like he could send stuff. I don't have the cards on hand to like really go over it, but they're really, really strong, especially with that spell card like during battle phase. Even though in a simplified game state, those monsters are a nuisance because they're just always going to be coming back. But we're going to go ahead and activate the emergency call. I forget that deck plays this. But we're going to go ahead and get a hero monster from our deck. I think back in the day, that card was like limited or something like that, right? I honestly can't remember. I never really paid too much attention. Crazy guys, don't get too crazy here, but I haven't watched GX. I think the furthest I've watched of Yu-Gi-Oh is when they duel. I forgot that tournament with the guy with the pink hair. I can't remember, but that's as far as I watched. I didn't watch like 5Ds, GX, Zexo, any of them. But we're gonna go ahead and get that Stratos, of course. And we are going to normal summon and then activate effect of Stratos once again. Can't really tell what that is. The sliding is abysmal. I apologize, guys, but we should find out in a second here. It looks like it's a Vion, the purple one. I just really wish I knew what these cards do. Oh, it's a Dusted Gold. Dusted Gold is going to go ahead and discard 4 costs, and we're going to go ahead and search out the Dark Fusion. Does he have the ulti? Does he have the ulti? Oh, what? He's going to go ahead and get... Is that Dark Calling? I don't know what that card does either, guys. I don't know what that card does either. But let's find out. Fusion 1 fusion monster from your extra deck that must be special summoned with Dark Fusion by banishing the fusion materials mentioned on it from your hand or graveyard. And this is treated as a fusion summon with Dark Fusion specifically. Oh, and if this man drops the engraver on him, I am going to run out of this building. Okay, so it's just like Dark Fusion, just not called Dark Fusion. Why not? I don't get the point of this card. Why not just play Dark Fusion? But we're going to go ahead and link those off and go into a link monster. I honestly don't know what this card is even named. Gonna be honest with y'all. But we are going to go ahead and activate effect. We're going to go ahead and have the Imperm. And Imperm is going to resolve. And we're just going to go ahead and go through our extra deck, see if there's anything that could really be done. I keep seeing that at Dusted Gold, and I'm like, man, that engraver would go absolutely crazy right now. But I think this is just pure heroes. As I was editing this, I was seeing I didn't see any engraver play at all. But we're going to go ahead and take our time. Dark Calling, we're going to go ahead and fusion summon. And we are going to go ahead and fusion summon using the Dusted Gold and the pink, I think it's Vion. I can't remember their names. I'm going to go ahead and read Dark Calling one more time. And we are going to go ahead and summon out Malicious Bane. Had to look up what this card actually did, but must be special summon with Dark Fusion. Okay, so I could see why you had to get that card. Cannot be destroyed by battle by card effects. During your main phase, you can destroy a monster your opponent controls with attack less or equal to this card. 3,000 attack. This card also gains 200 for each monster destroyed this way. And you cannot declare an attack for the rest of the turn except by E-Hero monsters. Okay. We're going to go ahead and read it. The camera zooming in a little bit too much, focusing on them versus the cards. But I do believe here that the Horus spell is going to go ahead and give them a little bit of protection because they can't be destroyed unless they're targeted specifically. So Bane isn't really going to have a threat here. And then it maybe go into battle phase. Definitely want to reread before these. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're reading it now. Yes. Okay. It's important to always read, guys. Better late than never, right? And there's no shame in that. Be like that sometimes. Especially like once learning Yu-Gi-Oh, it's a little bit difficult as well. So I definitely understand, man. There's so much to like learn when it comes to this freaking game because you want to make sure you do everything right. But we're gonna go ahead and go through our graveyard one more time, see if there's any other options. And we are gonna go ahead and are we gonna pass? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pass turn. There's not really much we can do. Yeah, them having the protection, they can't be destroyed unless they're targeted. And even if they are, right, like you get that effect as well from like Imseti. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's not looking too good. It's not looking too good. And then we're just gonna read the Malicious Bane, see if there's anything that we could just do. I mean, this deck is this game is in a very simplified state because you could just use the Sarcophagus, send a card. You don't really have to do too much, right? Because the spell is just gonna do so much for you. And even then, I'm pretty sure like Sark just sends to graveyard, so it does get around the Bane targeting or destruction protection. And he didn't gain any attack because nothing was destroyed. Definitely something to take into consideration, but they don't really care about attack points because of the Sark. So, are we going to see any ritual cards? Just going through our extra deck a little bit. Maybe deciding on what we're going to send. Okay. So maybe into a Link 2. Okay, we're going to activate the Sark. Sark is going to go ahead and send out what looks like another Imseti or a Dramatif. I can't really tell. It looks like Imseti. I don't see a point to send the Dramatif. And then we're just going to go ahead and summon out the Imseti off of this. Okay, just thinking of our play, taking a little bit of time. You have rank 8 plays. Does he have a ritual in hand? That's what I want to know. Is he going to drop the big old guy? I think he's like 4K beat stick. Okay, we're going to just, summon out the... that looks exactly like Dramatif, but I can see how it's Imseti because I think Imseti is secret. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and enter battle. Activate the Sark to send to the graveyard. So we clear out that monster. And now we're going to just overlay. Main phase 2... We're going to go ahead and ding Girsu, or is it just Girsu? And we're going to go ahead and send. Does that detach for cost or for effect? That's absolutely crazy. That card doesn't detach to activate that effect. It's when this card is special summon, you could activate one of these effects. Summon a card your opponent controls to the graveyard, just absolutely busted. And then it looks like we're just going to go ahead and pass the turn on over. Are we going to be able to do anything here? I mean, it's just a really tough spot. Like, you really have to break the board, and then on top of that all, you just have to continue to extend, right? And then you have this protection with the Sark that just does so much for the deck, honestly. And just simplified game states is just a snowball effect, right? Where it's just really, really hard to like really get through things. But we're going to go ahead and start activating some effects. Then we're going to tap. Making sure that we can go ahead and read. We're going to go ahead and banish out. I think that one's name is Vion. I could be wrong. And then we're going to go ahead and place another one. Oh, we're going to add the polymerization. Oh, okay. And the sick art too. I freaking love that art. Like with the hero stuff. Oh, it's so freaking dope. I'm in love with it. Even though like I'm not like the biggest fan of heroes, their art is super sick. I think one of my favorite like hero cards is like, I really like Burstinatrix, like the Lart. Oh, so nice. And we're going to go ahead and activate Mali for Mali. And then we're going to go ahead and try to go to some sort of play. I mean, even though, yes, they do have protection, it's not like super threatening, right? maybe set up some monsters in defense, or maybe link them off. Maybe go into even an SP wouldn't even save you here, but because you don't have an extra deck monster, you could get rid of the Sark. And here, why not activate the polymerization? Maybe he doesn't have every single piece, hoping that he'll live. Maybe your opponent doesn't have too much where you'd be able to extend. Yeah, we're just top deck. We're just hoping. We're trying to live, going through our graveyard, see if there's any options. And link. Okay, overlay. Oh yeah, we're gonna go ahead and link those two off. And then of course we gotta read our cards because that is part of the game. And I mean, there's not really much else, right? I really wish that I knew how the hero deck works. It just sucks that I only like really keep up with like meta decks. This is embarrassing. But we're gonna go ahead and pass for turn. And what did we top deck? It looks like it's a spell. Oh, Ecclesia. Ooh, yes. And then she's gonna go ahead and activate her effect. And she's gonna go ahead and add us any Dogmatika card. I think he's gonna go ahead and get the ritual. I think it's like Dogmatic Calamity or something like that. It's just absolutely insane what he like summons out. Oh, so we're gonna go ahead and activate it. Okay. All right, let's go. And then we're gonna go ahead and search out the two cards. Oh no, that's the Dogmatika Matrix or something like that. Man, I can't remember these names, man. And then we're gonna go ahead and ritual summon. Okay, yep. We're gonna go ahead and get Big Papa out. Send the Lulu Lilith. And then we're gonna go ahead and activate or summon out the, oh my god, Albazoa, man. He has a crazy effect, right? For every two extra deck monsters you have in the graveyard or in your extra deck, you have to send one to the graveyard. And then here we're just gonna go ahead and explain. And we're gonna go ahead and oh, he sent the Arclight. And then we are gonna go ahead and send the Garua. And then here we should activate the Albazoa, yup. And then he's gonna go ahead and send it. For every two, you gotta send one, which is just absolutely crazy. Or I think you have to choose, right? You have to choose to either do that or send the monster. Oh, okay, yeah. So he's gonna go ahead and return it to the extra deck. But at this point, it's pretty much GG's. There's like really nothing you could do here. On to game number 2. But before we get started into game 2, I want to make sure I give a special shout out to all my YouTube channel members. I want to make sure you guys know, if you guys do become channel members, you guys get early access on all full videos, shout out on every single full video. You guys can set up games with me on Master Duel or Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro at a time that works best for us. We do have special events when I only play with channel members as well when I stream, so please consider it. But of course, shout out to Steve Fox, Nanobread, White Rose, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Andreja, Hunter, Jay, Corey, Quick, Gabby, Jared, Leo, Devin, Tony, Staying Young, Wymie, and Thomas. I appreciate every single one of you guys. But let's go ahead and get into game number 2. It does look like our hero player did brick super freaking hard and had no playable cards. And right to it, we're going to go ahead and activate the Albazoa, and we're going to go ahead and just activate the effect. And we are just going to send all these extra deck monsters on over to the graveyard. You hate to see it happen. I remember I played him before and he made me send my cards. It was probably one of the most annoying things ever. But we're going to go ahead and looks like Rainbow Neos and Neo Aquaspacian. Wake up your elemental hero. I don't know some of these cards, guys, so I do apologize if I mess up the name. We're going to go ahead and Absolute Zero. I freaking love that card, man, from back in the day. I remember any way that he left. I don't know what that card is. Is that the new Supreme Dark Neos guy? And then we're going to go ahead and send the Malicious Bane as well. And man, it's not a good look. It is not a good look. And then we're going to go ahead and carry on. Oh my god, I even see the Droll. Even if he had a combo, he had the Droll. Oh my god. It is not looking good. And then we're going to go ahead and activate the Magnuma. It doesn't really matter what we banish here. Yeah, get rid of the Bane probably. And then Magnum effect. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and activate Maximus. And we're going to send 2 of ours to the graveyard. And our opponent's going to send 2 of theirs as well. My man got ripped for like freaking 9 cards out of his extra deck. That must hurt. And of course, we're going to send the Garua. You have to send the Garua here. And I think you have to maybe send the Arclight as well. Oh my god, this is so bad, guys. This is so bad. Yeah, Arclight, and then we're gonna go ahead and send the Garura as well. I mean, if he just summons, like, what, one more time, he should be able to just OTK his opponent. And then we're gonna go ahead and get the search, and then we're gonna go ahead and get the draw as well. Yeah, well, it does look like this game is coming to a very, very quick and an unfortunate end. But it'd be like that sometimes. I do think that the hero player was definitely being a good sport about it. And we get the draw 1. And then are we going to go ahead and summon 1 more monster out onto the field? That way we could go ahead and OTK. Oh, we draw the Bistio. And that would definitely be GG's. Well, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy this. I had a lot of fun. I just need more meta decks on my videos, so that way I could at least know what every single freaking card does as they drop. Again, I appreciate everyone's patience with the glare. I do apologize. I try to set it up as best I can. I even stayed to watch them to make sure that I could see how it looks beforehand. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. My name is Winster. You have a good rest of your day. Peace out, everyone.